Oh my god, that's insane. Did I win the loudness war? Holy shit. Dude, you won already. Chill. Calm down a little bit, please. Hello producers, today we're going through some music production memes, and if you have any that you'd like me to react to, you can send it to me here on my Instagram. Thinking about recording music, and then it's this bright, sunny view, and then recording music is just depressing. I think about recording and producing music all the time, and even more so when I'm going to sleep or about to go to bed. I'll be like lying in bed at like 12 a.m. and then out of nowhere I have this weird ass desire to go write something, and sometimes I'll just give in and I'll be up until like 1 a.m. ish. I know if I go to sleep I'm gonna forget the idea. Then if I'm lucky and I remember the idea and I want to record it, when I wake up the next day I will lose the desire to record. Compression for idiots. How to become a master at compression in only 10 minutes. How to use compression 10-hour course. Compression is actually one of the easiest plugins to understand. To put it simply, it helps you equalize the volume so that some parts don't sound extremely louder than other parts. And the other knobs, it's quite easy to understand as well. You just need to put it to practice. What plugin is this? He loaded Xenology. Oh my god. So far this hasn't happened to me yet. I don't use paid plugins because I'm broke. The free ones that Ableton provide is enough for me. I'm not like a plugin fanatic. I've been making music for 14 years. I feel like it's Christmas Day. No, but I like these. People out there, they will make like sample packs for free. I have this like guitar pack thingy that someone made for Ableton users. Basically, all you have to do is you grab your electric guitar, you plug into your audio interface, and then it has built-in amp with different sounds. So there's clean, there's distortion, there's one for blues, rock. So that's really cool. Because before that, I was struggling to make my guitar sound good without going through an amp. When your client's card declines, applying unmixed song. You can't just go like turn off all the plugins. I'm pretty sure you can do it for other DAWs, right? For Ableton, you can just turn off all the plugins in every single track, and then you have an unmixed song. Your hard work gone. So funny. But if your client's card decline, you can just not send them the finished mix, you know. When you call the music signal or information. You know, when you're speaking into a microphone and there's this green bar that's like going up and down, yeah, that's the signal going into your channel. In my Ableton tutorial video, I had a blooper where my brain farted and I said, that's your channel going into your signal. It's sound waves, it's air. And then suddenly you call it signal or information, and then it's like, it's something different. When do I start earning royalties from music? That's the neat part. You don't. Actually, it's not that hard to start earning royalties from music. If you're just starting out, you just have to study a little bit harder, and you might have to invest in a bit of marketing and promotion. Playlisting is a very good way, if you're on Spotify, to get your music some listens, to get your Spotify profile some followers. I use DistroKid for my band's music raised by rate. I think $10 or $30 a year. To me, I think it's worth it, and they used to not have this minimum they need to reach to take out your money, but now they changed it to like $10 for PayPal users, which in my opinion is not hard to reach. At the very least, you should be able to reach it in like 10 months or so, even if you don't have that much listeners. But you do have to hit 1,000 plays in a song for that song to count for royalties. If you guys want me to make a video about earning royalties from music, let me know, because I have earned some royalties from music. I can definitely teach you if you want to know about that. Finally have the energy and motivation to start working on music starter pack. Troubleshooting. Is this supposed to be when you're like connecting your hardware to your software? So far, I haven't had that much of this problem yet. My setup is pretty simple. A lot of the things I do are MIDI. I draw in notes on the piano roll. I only have like microphone, audio interface, guitar, so it's not that difficult for me. But if you can relate to this, please let me know what troubles you are going through. I would love to know. Then maybe we can laugh at it together as well. Young. You have time and energy but no money. And when you're an adult, you have energy, money, and no time. And then when you're old, you have time and money but no energy to do anything at all. And then if you're a music producer, you don't have time, you don't have money, you don't have energy, you have no friends, there are no girls that come flocking to you, and no reasons to live. That's kind of mean to stereotype music producers. I do have friends and I am sort of a girl. I also do have some reasons to live. If you can't already tell from my Raphael cardigan, I play Love and Deep Space and I look forward to events that they have in Singapore. And I started going to anime conventions this year, so I have reasons to live. As for time, money and energy, I agree with all of that. I do not have any time, money or energy. I do make a little bit of money from this music thing, but currently it's not yet enough. Hopefully in the future, yes. But for now, no. Oh my god. Jazz producers, when they hear a 4/4 song. I have a guitarist in my band. She plays Nothing Else Matters by Metallica a lot, and the song is in 6/8. She's new to our band. We have a lot of 4/4 songs. The rhythm is kind of different, so she's kind of adjusting to that. My DAW 5 hours into a project I haven't saved. Why would you not save your project for 5 hours? Minimally, you should be saving your project every hour. If you are Yasu or Scaredy Cat like me, save your project every time you make a change or every 5 minutes or so. It's not that hard. The shortcut should be Control S. Practice the shortcut. Control S on your keyboard. Just press it for fun. You know, make it another side hobby of yours. Press it for fun. You can't work on a project for 5 hours and not save it. What the hell? Are you saving enough money for retirement? Yes. Yesterday, I bought new VST plugins. I know I said I don't really use paid VST plugins, but there's one that I want to try out that someone recommended to me. It's this frequency viewer thing where you can see the frequencies of your song compared to the reference track that you're using. On one hand, you could use a regular EQ plugin to sort of see if your song is missing any frequencies or too much of any frequencies, but I feel like I want to give that plugin a try. I forgot what it's called. There were a bunch of alphabets, but I will go check out that plugin. And if it's not too expensive, I'll get it. Me after spending 9 hours mixing a song. Absolutely disgusting. You have to take a break, sleep on it, and then come back to it the next day. That's why mixing, you can't just do it in one day. Or you could just like go get a second opinion from someone else. That would definitely help a lot. Oh my god, this is so sad. External VST. Oh dear, gorgeous. My DAW stock plugins. You fucking donkey. They're so mean. They give you free plugins and you're so mean to your free plugins. Don't forget who was there for you when you couldn't afford the paid plugins, alright? What the hell? Me showing my mom how I produce and explaining each step. My mom pretending to understand what all the lines on the screen mean. This is how I feel when I explain to people that not everything you hear on a vocal track is auto-tune. Them trying to pretend to understand what I said and then they'll just come back to me, oh, so it's just auto-tune. No, it's not. Oh my god, I'm so tired of explaining that not everything you hear that we apply to a vocal track is auto-tune, because it's not. Some clinically depressed teenager in the 80s making music using 2 grown tubes, a broken amp, and half a shoe from Chernobyl. Me, medicated and comfy with expensive software, multiple instruments, and the billions of resources, both free and paid across modern internet. I like to preach that a good producer can make a good song out of bad equipment or bad softwares or bad plugins. That's why I'm not so heavy on looking to buy paid plugins. If you're like really good at hearing and you know exactly what you're doing, I think free plugins are more than enough to help you make like a finished song. So yeah, if you're just starting out on this mixing, mastering thing, or if you're just starting out with music production, you really don't need all the expensive shits to make a good song. You can make a song out of random free software called BandLab. Personally, I do not prefer because it has a few restrictions that I do not like, but BandLab or Soundtrap's more than enough to make a song that sounds ready for release. And also, my friend showed me recently, apparently BandLab partner up or release, I'm not too sure, with this software called Cakewalk. It looked and worked as professional as any other paid DAWs such as Ableton, FL Studio, Logic, and it's free. It's a free software. So you can go use Cakewalk if you're like me and you think that BandLab has too many restrictions. I think Cakewalk is good, but unfortunately, I did not know that Cakewalk exists. So now I am used to using Ableton, which I paid $800 for. So I might as well just roll with Ableton for the rest of my life. But Ableton is actually pretty good. If you are weird and you like the Excel sheet layout. Have you guys seen that meme? You know, this picture, what's the difference between this picture and this picture? I see no difference. They are the exact same picture. I think Ableton users are united in the Excel sheet me.
Like, you know, switching on and switching off and so that's sort of why I'm sort of like, I go out for dinner a bit more now, even, which I know sounds pathetic. But like, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah.
This ties back to what I said about me explaining that not everything you hear on a vocal track is auto-tuned. Other people is like pretending that, oh my god, they know better than the music producer because they're just so smart and they can just hear auto-tune, which is so stupid because there's this YouTuber called Rumi Official who made a video about whether you can really hear auto-tune or not, and I think he made a really good point that not all auto-tune can be heard. If you want to check out the video, I will put it somewhere on the screen. I think it's a really good video to educate yourself on auto-tune. Make a song in a style you really like. Listen to it a lot to check for mistakes and start to really like the song. Feel ashamed for liking your own music. Don't feel ashamed. You made something out of nothing. That's something to be proud of. Sometimes I listen to my song and I'll be like, oh my god, this is a piece of shit. And then a few days or like few years later, I'll come back and listen to the song and I'll be like, what the hell? I made this? Wow, I must be some musical genius or some shit. But yeah, don't feel ashamed for liking your own music. You should be proud that you made something out of nothing. Do you know how many people in this world cannot produce music or write a song? The world is really big. It might seem like a lot of people know how to write songs, but I think that's just your circle of friends. Maybe because you're a music producer and you hang out with other music producers, so to you it might seem like, oh my god, everyone knows how to do this too, you know, I shouldn't be liking my own music when this person can do this as well, this person can do much better than me. But if you actually look at it, a lot of people have no experience writing or producing music actually. You have this like really cool skill that a lot of people don't know. I genuinely forgot that songwriting is not a regular hobby that people just randomly pick up. Sometimes I'm like talking to my friends or some people and I'll be like, oh my god, you can just like write a song about it or something, and you'll be like, I don't know how to write a song back. Oh shit, I forget that normally people don't know how to write a song. Be proud. Scarlet I want, Scarlet I have. I don't know the woman on the first picture, but I do have that Scarlet. It's the Focusrite Scarlet 2i2. 2i2 means there's 2 ins and 2 out. I think that's what it means. I feel like it's the canon event for a lot of music producers. It's like the first audio interface that you ever get. And this thing has been with me for 2 years. It's starting to wear down a bit, but it still works. It's actually a really good audio interface. I only got it 2 years into music production because before that I was a really broke kid and I did not have a job, so that was really sad. So you know how I used to record music? I recorded it on GarageBand with just the earpiece and the microphone from my earpiece plugged into my iPad. That was my entire setup. I feel so lucky and privileged and happy that I have this basic setup. That's all the memes that we have for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I've said, if there's anything I've said in this video that you want me to like double down on or give a tutorial about, you can let me know and I will think about it. And if you have any music, memes, whatever that you like me to react to, you can send it to me on Instagram too. It's over here. My Instagram is super active, so I need more followers on my Instagram, please. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!